Right, so now this next set of changes is what I call these outside changes, because it really takes the harmony outside. And if we kind of work backwards, all right, so let's see, what's a good way of doing this? Yeah, I guess that actually wouldn't work that way. Well, all right, let's just get into it, and you'll hear it. So it starts with this E7 to A7 to D7 to G7, and I do D flat to G flat, then C to F, and then you would go into, you do measure 5, 6, 7, and 8, whichever 5, 6, 7, and 8 you decide to do. Now, what's interesting about this is that it's this extended dominant E to A, D to G, right? And now what's interesting is this D, G would actually lead us to C, F, right? But the problem is I wanted to get to C and F in measure 4, okay? Because if I go back and I take a look at the original 4 measures, okay, we can even take a look at the last one we just did, B flat, D flat, C, B, B, G, C, F, right? So that F dominant 7th, we want that as the last chord in measure 4, because then it's going to lead us into measure 5 nicely. 4 minor, okay? So if I went right to C, F, I would still need another 2 chords. So what I did was E, A, D, G, D flat, G flat, then C, then F, then measure 5. And what's cool about this is you can play these nice 3-note voicings. 3, 7, sharp 9, 7, 3, 13, 3, 7, sharp 9, 7, 3, 13. You can do that, 3, 7, sharp 9, 7, 3, 13. And this I just played a natural 9. You could do sharp 9 if you wanted to. Now, this is what's kind of cool. Let's say that you just went down by half steps. E to E flat, D to D flat, C to B. We still are missing 2 chords, right? Because remember, if we're in measure 1, beats 1 and 2, beats 1 and 2, 3 and 4, measure 2, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, measure 3, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okay? Now we could at this point go up to C minor and then do F7. So we could do something like that. Okay, that would be interesting. But I kind of like that sound of E to A, D to G, D flat to G flat, C to F, and then you're at the 4, the 2, 5 of the 4. Okay, so F minor. Now you can also mess around like, that might be a little bit too much, but yeah, that would be good. So E to A, E flat to A flat, D to G, C to F. So E going to A, E flat going to A flat, 3 minor, so this is measure 3, D minor to D flat or G7, whichever you choose, C minor to F7 or B7, whichever you choose. If you did B7, when you get to measure 5, you can hit that B flat in the left hand. So remember, on a 2-5, you could put the 5th in the bass, right? So put the 5th in the bass on a 2-5. So you have F minor to B flat 7, E flat A, D, G, C, B. Right? I know I'm moving kind of fast there, but this is a little bit more advanced, and I would assume that if you're an advanced player, you kind of understand what I'm talking about. Now, when you're improvising, what you can do is you can kind of do that Coltrane thing where you do these 4-note patterns where it's like 1, 2, 3, 5. So E, A, D, G, D flat, G flat, C. And so check that out. Ah. Let me do it slowly. There, E, A, D, G, D flat, G flat, C, F, so you can kind of mess around with that nice little Coltrane kind of thing. I'll probably talk about that in the improv section again as well, because that's a cool sound. You can also mess around, you know, kind of do some alterations to that as well. So a lot of cool stuff there. But for right now, just try doing what's written. So just try adding that into the mix. When we come back, we're going to start talking about the B sections. So see you in the next chapter.